How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. So, it's been a while since I did one of these, but hey, better late than never, right? So, today it's gonna be a gaming news roundup for the month of April, cause man, like, I know it's been a while. I focus more on like Godzilla or like video game unboxing, stuff like that, but as y'all know, as of, well, the release of this video, May 1st, summer's coming up, and if you're, even remotely familiar with video games, this is like, the time of year, so you could say it's like the Olympics of gaming. Obviously, we got E3 coming up, just the big releases, the big events. It's the summer. Like movies and stuff, it's like holidays. I'm not saying, hey, holidays obviously have your big releases as well, but the summer is like that big, like, boom, And yeah, today I'm just going to be covering the stories I found the most interesting for the month of April. Not much, honestly. Pretty barren. I mean, keep in mind, the whole world has been going through a pandemic, so that threw everything out of whack, in terms of announcements, game releases, everything's getting delayed, and understandably so. Obviously, health is like number one, priority. That's the most important thing. But yeah, guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, as I said, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, is back for 2021. Well, digitally. Okay, so last year, 2020, if you're all familiar, E3 was canceled. Obviously, the pandemic was going on, and of course, a big gathering of gamers like that just wasn't going to happen. So it officially was canceled, but it happened, right? It pretty much, there were still major announcements, streams from publishers and everything, like essentially happened during the same time. But this year, officially, they're back as a digital-only event. Exact same as last year, right? They're just going to be, streams and all that. But we got all the heavy hitters. You got Capcom. I mean, hey, maybe, who knows what they could announce? Konami. I mean, I don't know about you, but Konami is really, like, it's interesting to see them here, especially ever since they really shifted their focus to, like, pachinko, like, gambling, casino type stuff. It's like, I wonder, there were rumors of a Silent Hill or a new Castlevania, maybe a new Contra. It's exciting. And there was the whole, like, not too long ago, Konami was even saying they were entertaining the idea of licensing out their IPs. So maybe we'll get, like, announcements of, like, I don't know, your favorite studio working on, like, the next Silent Hill, Contra. Exciting. So definitely, that's one to keep an eye on, see what they're up to. Got Nintendo, obviously, probably going to see Breath of the Wild 2, I would imagine. And hey, maybe by some chance of God, we see Metroid Prime 4. I mean, I know they've said they restarted it, but I mean, hey, something. CGI trailer, something, right? I mean, we got the boys, Microsoft, Billy G in the house. I mean, let's see especially after the Bethesda acquisition, Microsoft is the one to look out for. This is probably going to be where all the heat comes out, Maybe we'll see Wolfenstein 3, get an update on the Machine Games. Well, same person that made Wolfenstein is working on the new Indiana Jones game. Maybe we'll find out if it'll be exclusive or not. Starfield is the big one. And maybe I feel like this event is going to set the precedent for Bethesda and Xbox going forward. They've been fully acquired. They own them now. And obviously the golden question is, are the Bethesda games going to be exclusive? Or is it going to be like the major titles, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Fallout exclusive, and the smaller ones multi, or the flip? You got the smaller ones exclusive, and then the big franchises everywhere. Starfield's the next big one coming up. I would imagine we have to see it there, and hey, don't be surprised if you see at the bottom or, at the end of the trailer, only on Xbox and PC. And man, like the new Fable, I don't know, the potential's there. Update on Perfect Dark, we'll see. I mean, there have been like a lot of rumors that Xbox really is like coming back swinging this generation. It's exciting. I mean, we all know Xbox One, PS4, obviously that generation really tanked, with the Kinect and just all the issues. It's nice to see Microsoft getting competitive again, and this really feels like PS3, Xbox 360, like round 2 all over again. So definitely the one to check out for. You got Ubisoft. Please, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Just show something. This will be the 4th year. Remember, this game was announced in 2017. Like, please, just show something. Got Warner Bros. Entertainment and etc. You get it. E3 is back, and definitely expect coverage on the channel. Like I said, this is definitely the boom, 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 where everything is going to be like flying, announcements and everything. It's that time of year. So definitely be on the lookout for E3, which is running June 12th to the 15th. So, yeah. Keep that one in mind. And then, I talked about it before. Hot Wheels Unleashed. We got gameplay. And man, I mean, what can I say? Gameplay should be playing right now. Should be checking it out. Damn, that shark car looks really cool. But yeah, I mean, Hot Wheels. Have you played it before? Were you ever into them? I mean, I think as a kid, I was like, kind of, like, I collected some, but not much, and it's just like, I did play the game. I played, it came out the 360 PS3 generation, but I played on the DS. A friend of mine had it, and they're really fun. They're great arcade racers, and yeah, I mean, as you see in the footage here, I mean, obviously you make your judgment. Are you a fan? Not. I think they're great fun. Definitely one I'm gonna keep an eye out, see reviews, see how the game is, and hey, that might be a hidden gem of the year, Remember, guys, it's not always about the AAA releases. Sometimes the best experiences are the smaller projects, so definitely Hot Wheels Unleashed, put it on your wish list. And in other news, we got Destroy All Humans. The remake has been announced for the Switch, and it'll be coming to the platform on June 29th. Not much to say here. I mean, it's Destroy All Humans. But I'll admit, I haven't played the series at all. That is, I mean, the remake's out there. It's on Game Pass, so, it's available if I want to. But if if you're a viewer of the channel, you probably know I'm more into, like, retro or, like, physical games. So if I ever play them, I'd probably go for, like, the original, on the Xbox, the sequel, and hey, maybe even the third one on the 360, even though I have heard that one isn't as good. But yeah, Destroy All Humans, the remake coming on the Switch, June 29th, mark it on your calendar. And then this one, so this was revealed at like Nintendo's recent, like, I'll call it like indie spotlight, right? Like their independent like showcase, right? Like indies. House of the Dead remake is announced. No release date. They just showed a trailer. And yeah, I mean, House of the Dead, I mean, come on, Sega goodness. And I know a lot of people are like, what is that? Well, they were like light gun shooters, rail shooters. Hey, if you've been to like a Dave & Buster's or any type of arcade, you've had to, even if you've never played it, you had to at least seen it. The arcade game, like, you sit in the booth and you shoot at zombies. And yeah, great series. I mean, hey, Xbox, House of Dead 3, OG, I got it. I need to get a CRT though, and of course get me a light gun. And yeah, I mean, great series. I mean, hey, all you Sega boys, I mean, on the Dreamcast, anyone remember Typing of the Dead? When the game was repurposed to be like a typing game, but I don't know, just House of Dead, great series, just great like arcade fun, and that's what it's all about, Games don't have to be some deep like narrative, woke bait stuff. It's all about just, is it fun or is it entertaining? But yeah, the House of the Dead has been announced. It was announced on Nintendo's like indie thing, and yeah, so I guess that was just the main takeaway, that it's coming to Switch. other platforms are expected, you know, PS4, Xbox, all that, PC. But yeah, it's just been announced, so just something cool I thought I'd add. And for the big story of the week. So, PS5s. I know everyone's trying to get them, but no one can. And I mean, hey, you want to pay like $750 plus, right? Resale. I mean, you got that. But Sony recently, their fiscal year, well, most companies, but in this case, Sony's fiscal year, March 31st, just ended. So as you can imagine, they had a lot of, you know, conference calls, investor calls, I should say, and all that, you know, where they reveal, like, their analytics and everything, like, how their year went, and you'd be surprised. So, again, take into account these numbers are as of March 31st. So, the PS5, it's actually sold decently. 7.8 million units shipped. I mean, hey, you gotta remember, too, these new consoles came out during a pandemic, so the numbers aren't gonna be, like, amazing. But yeah, pretty impressive stuff, all things considered. You know, with the shortages and scalpers, 7.8 millions have been, you know, purchased. And hey, those are good numbers. And the PS4 is still chugging along, not far behind, by 200,000. 7.6 million units sold, you know, as of March 31st. Pretty good. It's neck and neck with the PS5, and which brings the PS4's grand total, so all-time like sales of 115.9 million units. Impressive. I'll give it to Sony. I mean, I'll admit I'm a Xbox gamer myself, but hey, I'll give it to Sony. They definitely have the market share, and I mean, good on them. PS4, damn, 115, really good. I mean, it's up there in the all-time. I mean, hey, for those of you who don't know, PS2 is the all-time best-selling console. At like last, I think it's over 155 million. You know, maybe 156. You get the idea. But that's the best-selling console of all time. So, you know, props to Sony. Now, just a little nugget, I'll say. Just a little funny thing. So, in that time period as well, 61.4 million games, you know, just games period, were sold, you know, through the Sony platform, right? But the thing I wanted to point out, impressive, definitely, you know, for that, like, 3-month period. I guess I should have specified this is, like, for the quarter. So, from essentially the end of 2020 to March 31st, 2021. Out of the 61.4, 7.9 million units were first-party exclusives, which I know you're like, oh, damn, pretty good. But I guess what I'm trying to paint the bigger picture is that's only 12%. So, out of the 61.4 of the quarter, only 12% of that was first-party. So, for all the Sony fanboys out there, you know, our exclusives are must-play. Are they? I mean... Only 12% of you, you know, were even bothered to buy them. So, are they as good as you guys say? Just food for thought. And hey, Xbox, same boat. Nintendo, you know, well, okay, Nintendo's probably the exception because their exclusives actually sell. But you get the idea. Like, just, I guess the point I'm trying to make is just elitism in, you know, gaming. So like, oh, like, you know, I'm with this console because of the exclusives is, like, not that big of a deal. As I said, only 12% of that quarter were exclusive, showing that gamers are just, you know, there's just a lot more casual gamers out there. Your CODs, FIFAs, Fortnites, right? That's the majority. And yeah, like, I guess that's just the picture I'm trying to paint, is just play what you like, you know? Just just because people say, oh, this game is fantastic, like, just play what you like, you know? It doesn't matter if it's exclusive or not, because again, it's the vocal minority. All the people saying, man, these exclusives, you know, you're not a real gamer if you don't play them. It's like, again, that was barely a tenth of the percentage, just to give you an idea of how insignificant they really are, you know? I mean, to give you perspective, as I said, 115 million PS4 sold. The best-selling exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, is Spider-Man 2018. It's only sold like 20 million. Do the math. That's only like 20% less. I mean, the 20 would be if it was 100 million flat, or like, right? But it's under 15, so it's less than 20% of all PS4 owners like bought Spider-Man. So just give you perspective that it's not always about exclusive, guys. But yeah, guys, those were, again, the most interesting stories I thought for the month of April. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, it's just been way too long since I did one of these gaming news roundup. And it's going to pick up, obviously. Like I said, we're in May now. All the news, you know, all the streams. And yeah, just be on the lookout on the channel for like coverage of all the major stuff. And yeah, guys. Oh, and just a little update. So, of course, next video, Tuesday, will be the Gamera Attack of Legion review. I didn't forget about it. And, of course, the following week's Tuesday will be Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. But yeah, guys, I mean, let me know. Did any of these stories, topics interest you? And yeah, be on the lookout for videos, you know, every Tuesdays and Saturdays. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And I've been your host, Soxy. Take care.